Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. This is the last Sunday of 2019. Can you believe how fast this year has actually gone? It just seemed like Christmas was just here, which was a couple of days ago, and bam, we're getting ready to go into the new year. So I thought, with we going into the new year, that I would show you some of my supplies, studies that I'm going to be doing for 2020. First off, my word for the year is faith. And my scripture to go with that is actually in Romans chapter 1, verse 17. And it ends with the just shall live by faith. But I just wanted to kind of get on here real quick and just kind of show you what all I'm actually using. First off, let me show you the Bibles that I'm using. This right here is my King James Version journaling Bible. This is my go-to Bible, really. I love it because it has the wide margins, but it also has the center Bible references right here. See, so this is one of the Bibles that I'm going to be using, but my main Bible that I'll be using is this one here. It is the King James Version ER, and the ER stands for easy reading. And what that is that it kind of simplified the King James Version, but it is the King James Version, if that makes any sense. Meaning, like, words like thou shalt not have, it'll be you shall not have. It's kind of like that's basically what it does. So this is my Bible that I'll be using here. This right here, let me try to show you these. These are my Bible tabs here that I put in the Bible. So I'll be using this. This is going to be my primary Bible. But when I'm looking for additional scriptures, like your center column scriptures, I'll be using this journaling Bible for that information. To be able to have that information right here. Okay. And so I'll be using those two, but primarily I'll be using this one here. My devotionals that I'll be using is two of them, one for the evening and one for the morning and evening devotions. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use for the morning or for the evening, but this is what I'm going to be using. This is one of the devotionals, which is Hind's Feet on High Places. I don't know if any of you have ever read the book. The book is so powerful, and it talks about following the Good Shepherd, who we know is Jesus. And so this devotional is based on that. So this is what I'll be using for the new year. Again, like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be a morning devotional or evening devotional. I'm leaning more towards in the morning. So this will be that devotional I'll be using for there. This one here is another devotional I'll be using, and it's called Jesus in Red. It's 365 meditations on the Word of Jesus. I love that it is small and compact. Here is this is for January 1st. It talks about a good Jewish boy. You get the scripture, you get the thought, and then you get the soul search for self-examination. And then at the very bottom, you get a prayer. So this is what I may be using for in the evening. But again, I'm not exactly sure. So those two is my devotionals for the year. And then I have this here, which is a Daily Grace Scripture Memory Journal. This here I'm going to be using to in order to help me with my scripture memorization. One of the things I'm going to put down here is my scripture memory of Romans 1:17. I'll put that here, and each scripture that I want to memorize will go up in here. I got this from Daily Grace Company. Okay. And this is when they were having the sale. It was out of stock for a good while. So I was glad that when it came back in stock that I was able to pick it up. So this is it right here. And then my book that I'll be using as my study guide is called Heralding the Loud Cry Progression of Light from 1888 by Cameron Schofield. This is dealing with righteousness by faith. And so this would be my book that I'll actually be using for my study time. So I'll be using that as well as my Bibles and things like that. And any verses that I want to memorize that's up in here, I will take it out and put it in my scripture, take it out and put it in my scripture memory journal. And so this is the book that I'll be using as my Bible study booklet. For the year, I'll be studying righteousness by faith for the year 2020 and onward, because in all reality, righteousness by faith, it is not something that you can pick up and then put down and then pick up and put down. Righteousness by faith is actually a lifestyle. So, and it's a lifestyle of doing things, actually Christ doing it through you. Okay, because you can't do anything of your own self. It's only through Christ. So that's what I'll be studying. And then what I'll also be doing, I have my what I want to call it, my war binder, my prayer journal, my Bible study journal. This is all three in one. So I'll do a flip through of this in a little bit. And so this is what I'll be using for my scripture writing. I actually made up my own scripture writing to coincide with my righteousness by faith study. This is what I'll be doing for my war room, my daily prayers that I'll be praying over daily for the whole month. This is what I'll be using for by writing down God's promises of, what he says in his word that I can claim. I mean, we can claim his whole word. And then it'll also be for my Bible study. And so you'll see right here, this is just a regular old headband that I picked up from Michael's. And right here, because faith is my word for the year, I found this where it says faith can move mountains. My husband did a heavy duty type of glue on this headband so it wouldn't move. So that is all that I'll be doing for the year. Again, like I said, this is my war binder, prayer journal, Bible study journal. This is my book that I'll be using. This is my scripture memory cards. This is my devotionals I'll be using, as well as my Bible that I'll be using for the year. So if you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section and I will try to respond to them as soon as possible, okay? Well, you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.